Alright YouTubers, what's going on? Come back at you with another knife review. Today we're looking at a Midtech knife. This is the Tom Krein Shard Midtech. I was actually really surprised. I didn't see one video on YouTube about this knife when I searched, and it's been out a little while. So this particular edition here is a special edition from Blade Show 2015. It has like a kind of a black wash, smoky, finish on the titanium. It's been hand rubbed by Tom, which is, you can tell it's really beautiful. It's almost like a Scotch Brite finish that you would do on a Sebenza. It's got your nice titanium hardware. I really like that pivot. It's really decorative. It's anodized blue torque screws on the body. You got anodized blue standoffs, hinder lock bar stabilizer, and you got your titanium pocket clip. So a little bit about this knife. This is a Midtech version of his custom knife, the Shard. And it is CPM 154 steel on this one. It doesn't actually say that anywhere on the blade, but that's what I've got it listed as. So CPM 154. The blade length is 3 1/4 inches. It's a stonewash blade. They typically come with a stonewash titanium frame, and it looks like this. Same kind of milling on there, but it's just it's just a plain stonewash titanium. It's not this dark stonewash, which is really nice. You can see the nice stonewashing on the blade, the Krein Knives logo, very sharp. Kind of a modified Wharncliffe blade. You got this really nice swedge up here if you want to really choke up on the blade. Put your thumb there. It's got some nice jimping here that's not overly aggressive but functional. The pocket clip design is not my favorite thing. Kind of sticks up kind of far, which can create a hot spot if you hold it a certain way. If you hold it the way I'm holding it now, you don't even notice it. If you hold it just slightly differently, you will notice it. So that's kind of something you kind of have to keep in mind on this one. It does ride on ceramic bearings. The flipping action is good. It wasn't as good out of the box. I've done a little tweaking to it, and it's really good now. It's got a strong detent. You can see I'm kind of having to overcome that detent. It's more of a light switch flipper. See if you can push button it too, though, so you can kind of do either way, light switch it or push button it. So there's a little size comparison with a Sebenza 25. Very similar in size to that. Oh yeah, very similar. The Southern Tulk Midtech, which I have not had a chance to review yet, which I need to. The Tulk's gonna be a little larger, and the Tad Dauntless, smaller. About the same size, very similar in size actually. Let's move the Sebenza out. Very similar in size. So, good size, good medium-sized knife. I really like this size. This is kind of my wheelhouse for knives. So I just got this in today actually, and I've been wanting to check out the Shard for a while. I've seen a few for sale here and there. They run over 400 directly from Tom, but you can find them on the secondary market. That's where I found this one. It was brand new, and it was the limited edition Blade Show one with I like the finish on the handle a little better, so that's why I got that one. Overall, first impressions are pretty good. Like I said, the flipping action out of the box for being on ceramic bearings wasn't phenomenal, but it wasn't bad. I ended up just kind of tweaking the pivot. I put a little CRK grease on there, and it's doing much better now. So, out of the box, could use some improvement, but it is very smooth. Centering came spot on. It flips nicely. No complaint there. It's not like the smoothest flipper. It's pretty smooth. But I really dig the blade shape on this knife quite a bit. I'm a Wharncliffe line. I should have brought my hinder Wharncliffe out for this video, just to kind of compare. It's it's not quite a true Wharncliffe. It's a little bit modified, but close, kind of in between a sheep's foot and a Wharncliffe blade. Got this nice swedge right here. Oops, really pretty. Krein Knives logo, nice stonewashing. So overall, impressed. Now, a Midtech knife, a lot of people are going to scoff that price and be like, why would you spend that much? Midtech quality. I mean, to get a custom Shard from Tom is going to cost you probably over $1,000. If you like the design, like the maker, it is made in the USA. I'm not exactly sure who, puts together the knife. He does the finishing touches, but just like any other Midtech, it's going to be He did all the fitting and tuning of each piece. Made sure the fit and finish was good. So he had his hands, on these quite extensively. And what it basically does is it gives you a more affordable version of a custom knife, and that's kind of what I like about Midtechs. Same with this other Tolk. This is part of Bryswitter's Performance Series knives, and this other is going to cost you quite a pretty penny. So it's nice to be able to get their designs, their craftsmanship, their keen eye for knives, and be able to do it affordably. So let's see, any other, well, let's look at the weight on this one. I think it weighs over 5 ounces, just for my hand scale, we'll call it. Just what I'm used to. It seems like it's about just a tad over 5 ounces. Let's check. Oh wow, couldn't have called that better, right? 5.2 ounces. So it is, right there in the realm of most titanium frame lock flippers. I mean, the Southern Tolk is kind of an exception. It's pretty lightweight for its size because they milled out the insides, and we'll do a separate review on this knife. But this one doesn't have any milling, so it's going to be a little bit heavier. You can see this detail. Let me kind of explain or show you how strong the detent is. We'll kind of get it to right. Kind of sucks it in right there. And then trying to pull it out takes some force to overcome that detent. But that typically is what you want in a flipper. You want a stronger detent, so you overcome that, and that blade snaps out. So I like it. I think it's perfect where it is. It's strong, but not too strong. It's not like you're having to try really hard to flip it. It flips nicely, pretty effortlessly. So I dig it. Very, very cool design. I love the look of it. It is a titanium frame lock. It does kind of share some resemblance. It's both got the lock star stabilizer here, but overall a pretty unique design, and the blade shape is kind of what really attracted me to the knife. It's not your typical drop point blade style. It's got that nice swedge here, and then it's just a Wharncliffe, or a modified Wharncliffe blade. I dig it. My only qualm, I guess you'd say, is the pocket knife design. I don't see why it needs to stick out that far. It's not really a deep carry clip. You have probably that much of your knife shown on your pocket, so I'm not sure why it has this big hump here. Comes out, it kind of creates a little bit of a hot spot, like I said, if you don't grip it correctly. But like in this grip where I'm using it now, no hot spot. The reverse grip does not have a hot spot either, so it's it just seems like it's a little overpronounced. It doesn't need to be, but that's my really only critique of this one. It's a beautiful knife. It's definitely going to stay in my collection for a long time. Love that finish. Let's do some macro shots real quick, and we'll wrap up the video. That dark stone wash is really pretty. You can see the hand rubbing on there. So for what I paid for this, which was under what you'd pay for the normal Midtech, it's a really good deal since this is a limited edition, Blade Show edition, hand rubbed by Tom himself. So it's nice to have the custom maker really get their hands on these and even do some more custom work than just your standard Midtech. So, alright guys, that's a short video, kind of a first overview impressions of the Krein Shard Midtech. Any questions you want to leave in the description, we'll do my best to answer them. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you on the next video.